It's Shark Week!
Hey scholars, it's story time with Mrs. Elka. I hope you had a fantastic day today. Today I'm going to read you The Three Little Fish and the Big Bad Shark. Now, I want you to think about something as I'm reading this. Compare this with another story you may have heard. This book is by Ken Geist. Once upon a time, there lived a mama fish and her three little fish, Jim, Tim, and Kim. "It's now time," said the mama, "for each of you to go out and make a home in the deep blue sea." So off they went. The first little fish, named Jim, swam away to the seahorse playing in some seaweed. "Can I have some of the seaweed so I can build my house?" "Take as much as you can carry," said the seahorse. Jim grabbed up the seaweed and made a weedy little house. Jim had just finished building his house when he heard the big bad shark knocking at the door.
Little fish, let me come in."
The little fish trembled and replied, "Not by the skin of my finny fin."
"Then I'll munch, and I'll crunch, and I'll smash your house in,"
roared the shark. Soon the big bad shark munched and he crunched and he ate up every bit of the seaweed house. And Jim swam away just in time. Soon Jim found his brother Tim and said, "Don't worry, Jim, we fish stick together. You can help me build a sandy little house." Jim and Tim had just started to relax in their sandy little house when the big bad shark came knocking at the door.
Little fish, let me come in."
To which the brave little fish replied, "Not by the skin of my finny fin."
"Then I'll munch, and I'll crunch, and I'll smash your house in,"
replied the shark. So the big bad shark munched and he crunched until he got a sandy mouthful and the house crumbled. Jim and Tim swam and swam until they reached their sister Kim. Kim was setting up her house in an old wooden ship. "The big bad shark destroyed our houses," they said. "Don't worry, you can live with me," said Kim, and they did. The three little fish had just finished lunch when they heard the big bad shark knocking at their door.
Little fish, let me come in."
To which the smart little fish replied, "Not by the skin of our finny fin."
"Then I'll munch, and I'll crunch, and I'll smash your house in,"
roared the shark. The big bad shark munched and he crunched, but he could not smash the house in. And finally, all of his teeth fell out. The three little fish were safe at last, and it looks like the shark ate salad forever. That's the end of our story, scholars. I'd like to thank Miss Tryon, who sent me this book as a gift. Have a good night, and I hope your sleep is jawsome.